Hey, good morning. And after a couple of lovely days here down near Saltfleet on the marshes, it's time to head off. Hang on a second. I need to concentrate with these bloody craters. Right, so the plan is to head further north, stay on the east coast, up towards Grimsby, or just after Grimsby. And there's a hard standing apparently overlooking the Humber Bridge. So I'm gonna... Right, Asda Express is just in front of me in the garage. Lidl's, epic fail basically. And it's just down to my impatience. I just walked in there and the queues are horrendous, so I can't be arsed, basically, is the answer to that one. I've still got about 3 litres of drinking water left, so more than enough for today, and probably tomorrow when I mix it in with teas and coffees and you know, should I need to, then I'll just drink out the reservoir anyway. It's perfectly fine, it's just the taste isn't the best. So instead I'm going to head off to the park up place, see what that's like, and then get a spot of lunch on, I think. So I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, we're here on the banks of the Humber, and there's the bridge in the distance. They're just popping out now. Walk Molly for just half hour, I guess. There's a couple of guys by the van who I've just been talking to for 10 minutes. Really lovely couple of blokes. Yeah, so I'm going to get back and then do some food, but I thought I'd just give her a bit of a leg stretch first. Right, so we're just coming through an area, there's like this pathway here, which is okay, but either side of this, and pretty much for the whole south of the Humber that we've just walked, is Far Ings. I'll put it up on the screen. Nature reserve. It's a marshland, reed bed, a site of scientific interest. Unfortunately, it's banned for the dogs, so this one's all right. This just, as I say, this just cuts through the middle. Yeah, but either side you got, I don't know if you can see that, you got lakes and whatnot. So I might come down with the binos a little bit later and see what I can see. Obviously my main camera now, which would have been brilliant for this with a long scope, is not working. Well, it does work, but it'll just have so much shit all over the photo and takes so long to edit the crap out that it's just not worth it. But yeah, but no, what a lovely little area this is. The car park I'm in is actually, it's not as big as what it looked on the site, but I'm in there. It's quite rammed today. A couple of people fishing, a couple of people drinking, dog walkers, etc, etc. So yeah, looks good to stay the night though. And on the way in here there were 2 other lay-bys I could have stayed in, so even if this becomes a pain, which I can't see it being that bad, I've got options to move back to. There you have it, and that's pretty much the same all the way around this reserve area. Oh well. There we go, can't win them all. Yeah, and that's what this place is, Ness End Farm, Lincolnshire Wildlife Trust. There you go. They do have toilets on site, so that's quite handy. Well, there you are. It's clear as day. Outstanding. Someone's just left, so I've quickly shot around and nicked their spot. So I'm right at the edge of the car park now, which is just gives a bit more privacy, really. But yeah, that's what I've got out the side of the van. Not too bad. Not too shabby. So glad I didn't go for a park up on that side of the river. Oh dear. Right, and in here, oh dear, step up. Not a lot happening really. Belt-fed bruise, and yeah, I was having an issue. Basically, I got a new phone, so I'm editing at the moment. But yeah, I got a new phone, which is a Galaxy S24 Ultra. Basically, I just wanted better photo and video quality for making these more than anything. Yeah, I couldn't figure out, even with a USB cable, USB-C, I couldn't transfer stuff from the phone to the laptop, which was a bit of a pain in the arse, really. I did do it with one file, and then for some reason it wouldn't do it again. Now, it's bound to be software, and it's bound to be me. But try as I might, I couldn't get it to work. So in the end, I bought an extra online storage thing with Google Drive, 100 gigabytes, is it? Something like that. And basically, I've just uploaded all the photos and videos now from the phone to Google Drive, and then re-download them straight to the laptop, and it's working. It's only £1 something a month, I think, for that extra storage. And that's not a recommendation to go out and get Google Drive. Use whatever you bloody use. You know, if you're Apple and all the rest of it, you've got your own set of stuff, and there are many other online storage providers out there. So yeah, so that's what I opted for in the end, and it's working a treat. Although they do take a while to upload and download via the mobile. So I just need to be aware of that. That's all when I'm editing these videos, so I can do it, you know, quite a while in advance, so I'm not panicking on the last day. You can just about see the bridges lit up in the background with all the red lights on. Sunrise on the Humber. It would spin you around, but honest to God, I'd probably look like shit. Right, so before we head off, just a quick breakfast really. I'm going to do a veggie omelette. Use up the last of the veg that I got, so some asparagus, fine asparagus, baby spinach, bit of onion, pepper, and 2 eggs, and that's about it really. Right, put those on to sweat off while I cut up the asparagus and mix the eggs. Decant that to the bowl. The squid's in. There we go, the finished product. Right, now for the moment of truth, eh? A bit of asparagus and cheesy omelette. Good God alive, that's really good. Ramsey, eat your heart out, buddy. Morning. It's Monday, 1st of September, and we're still on the edge of the Humber. Just walking back to the van now. We walked down to the Viking Way cafe, which was closed. So there goes a posh coffee this morning. Never mind, Molly got a big biscuit out of it from the owner, so that's something. Plan now, get back to the van, have a brew, go back to Lidl's, try and get some bottled water after my failed mission yesterday, and yeah, head over the bridge and then find something a bit more north, and steadily keep the journey going northwards until I get to Aberdeenshire in about 10 days time. That's it. See you in a bit. Yay, successful today. So just back at the van, and there we are, got the shopping done. Veggies, meats, paper towels, cheese, coffee, you name it. Was a little bit naughty and got myself a donut, jam-filled donut, because you know you can't be religiously healthy all the time. Yeah, I just picked these up. Someone mentioned them to me. I think it might have been Scott and Anne in the motorhome, but they're a lot cheaper than the ones I normally buy from Tesco's, the old water wipes. And these are the extra large ones. Same amount in a packet, probably half the price. Right, there you go, that's where we're heading, just north of Hornsea, well, between Bridlington and Hornsea. Right, we're in. We've just come up that lane there. This one here, that heads back down to Skipsea. And yeah, we're at the literally at the end of the road. So the road is closed here, obviously marked by these concrete bollards. And that's for one reason, one reason only, which I'll now show you. And that's because, well, the road literally ends to Erosion. How mental is that? Let's hope it can take my weight. Yeah, there we are. That's to the north. So you've got Bridlington up there. That's eastwards, which is the rain that's just passed over. So as long as the cloud is not on the horizon tomorrow, we should be in for a cracking sunrise. And then that's southwards down towards Hornsea, which is about 3 miles away, I think, 3-4 miles, something like that. But yeah, basically we are just yeah, literally at the end of the road. Mental. But yeah, so quite a quiet location. No one else here at all. And apparently it's hit and miss like that. Sometimes you can have 4 or 5 vans all strewn down the road that I just drove up. Here where I'm parked actually is only enough room for 2, so even if it got busy, only one other van could come up here. Right, so also here we've got the continuation of the King Charles III England coast path, and this has been pretty much a feature on most of the Lincolnshire park ups I've been on, or the coastal ones obviously. And yeah, and that just follows that track there up the edge of that field. And then on the other side of the van, just on the edge of that scrub field there. And yeah, I'm going to take Molly now for a quick walk, half an hour or so, and just to let her stretch her legs and have a wee. And then I'm going to crack on with a bit more editing. Yeah, for once, or for the last couple of weeks actually, I'm trying to get ahead of the game again, because obviously of the 3 weeks I had off in Wales, I'd pretty much used up all the content. So yeah, so a bit of work to do this afternoon, and always good to touch base with the locals, regardless of where you are. Yeah, I think any opportunity you've got, if you see any, like I saw these, so I walked back towards the van just so I could purposefully interact with them and just let them know who I was, you know, and I was just there, no bother, not going to cause any trouble or noise or make a mess or anything like that. And they were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, there we go. Should be good for a day or two, maybe. Don't know. See how it goes. Catch you in a bit. I put Molly on the bed while I was doing some editing, and there's a lot of rabbit activity around the van, and she's been absolutely pinned to that window for probably the last quarter of an hour. Right, stand by. I've got some information. Yes, don't ever say this channel doesn't inform you of really interesting facts. So I've just been talking to a local here at the end of this road by the concrete bollards. And he's grown up all his life here, and his brother has just turned up actually to pick him up, who's the farmer that owns all the fields where I'm at the moment. And I asked, you know, what used to be at the end of this road. And apparently this road went onto a T-junction, which then went up and down the coastline. Beyond that was a row of houses. And then beyond that again was a village called Cleaton. And unfortunately, Cleaton was lost to the sea about 300 years ago. Because apparently all this area here is built on glacier moraine. And he reckons that one day all of that will go back to the sea. And glacier moraine, I've just looked it up, so sketchy already, I think is the rocky, silty deposit that was left after the last ice age. So yeah, as the glacier melted, so the sea levels rose and eventually started eating away at the coastline, and the erosion is still ongoing. Hopefully not quick enough to take my van this evening, but I'll let you know tomorrow. But there you go. So a little bit of information about this area, and I'm currently at Skipsea, or near Skipsea. So that's where I am, and that's the area I'm referring to. You're welcome. There you go, bit of a weather update for you, flashing it down. Yeah, fair play, it's not a bad view, no matter which direction you look out the van. Anyway, just a quick update. So tonight's dinner is going to be chicken and then just a medley of veggies. Alright, let's go and see what's happening outside. Come on. Come on. Molly! Come here. Bloody daft dog chasing after rabbits. She knows she's not allowed to run. So yeah, it's 6:15 in the morning, and We've got a sunrise. How beautiful. Yeah, it turned out to be a really quiet night in the end. Lovely park up. Might even stay again today. Who knows? Figure it out later. Right, let's go and get a coffee. Alright, let's drop down onto the beach. It's a bit steep and muddy, and or not muddy, but you know what I mean, not concrete or anything, but yeah, no, it's a good way down. Oh, fuck me. Oh, and on the beach. We do like to be on the beach. Unless it's a beach like that, which is just full of shit. Why can't people just take their crap home with them? Fuck's sake, winds me up. Again here, a bit like the beach at Saltfleet. There's absolutely no one here. I know it's still fairly early in the morning, but yeah, there's no one. Not a soul. Actually, it's difficult to tell from down here, but that's the end of the road that I'm parked on, and there is just to the side here, albeit cut into the sort of like the muddy sandy bank, is a chain and some hand grips, ropey hand grips, and some yeah, footpath up. So I might come back to this if I can't find a way out further up the beach here towards oh, what's down this way? Hornsea. Yeah, this is heading south towards Hornsea now. Yeah, I've just come across these large chunks of concrete. I don't know what they are. Maybe part of whatever came down with the banks as part of the erosion process. Really don't know. Yeah, again, there's a lot of this, a lot more of this concrete stuff left in the water and on the edge. Again, I don't know whether it's like parts of buildings that have fallen into the sea, or old pillboxes, or whether they're part of an ancient flood defence. Really not sure. Right, I can see some signage, so possibly a way out off the beach. Where am I now? Probably a kilometre and a half maybe past the road bit where I'm parked. That's private land, keep out. I'm guessing actually that might be part of the those mobile home sections. Farm walk to coastal path. Dogs on leads. That's not going to work because I forgot a lead. It's not a problem. I'll just go back down. I'll just go back down the beach. Right, so we're back at this point. I'm going to try and climb it. Oh, actually, I got Molly to get up there as well. She should be fine. Go on then, Molly. Up, up, up. Come on. Yeah, she's gone. Little bitch. Right. Where's that chain? Okay, now, what could possibly go wrong? Right. Oh, there we go. Not so bad after all. Right. Yeah. And that's us back at the top. cobweb in the face. Oh my god, a tarantula on that one. And that's us back on the top by the van. Yeah, nice little circuit. I have a coffee now and then finish this one video I've been editing and put that up for a scheduled release for Friday. Just looking at these, they're a bit strange actually. You've got grave or headstones down there. And you've got a whole row of them here, sort of like a boundary fence, and some on the floor there. And then what I thought was a flagstone patio, actually, again, it's all made of headstones, so I'm really not sure what's going on here. Very pretty church though. Oh, this can only mean one thing, having just gone lunchtime. Yep, that's right. A little cheeky lunchtime pint. Bit of neck oil. Lovely. Good morning. It's Wednesday the 3rd of September. Still here at Skipsea. Just having a final brew now. Going to walk Molly. And then I'm going to head off, continuing north up the coast. And the next place to go to is Whitby. I've been told there's really good fish and chips there. So that's the plan. Have a walk around the harbour and take it from there. But the park up here, Skipsea, being absolutely beautiful. The weather's taken a bit of a turn today, being more grey and rainy. But yesterday was absolutely beautiful, and managed to get out into the village and go and see the church down there. Right, so yeah, time to get on the road. Catch you at Whitby.